Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Renee Boxing, a platform where we simply discuss, critique, and analyze. Simply talk about sport of boxing, level-headed, mature, coherent fashion. Subscribers since day one, recent subscribers. We appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Hey, to these flash lives such as this out of nowhere. Pop, pop, pop. You already know, man, like a left hook. We appreciate y'all, man. If you're new to the platform, we just love the sport of boxing. It's as simple as that, as we constantly say. If you're new here, go ahead and subscribe it up, share it up. You already know all that jazz, man. My guy, LeVar, the vet. How you doing, bro?
What's going on, man? What's going on, big bro? I'm doing good. How about yourself?
Great, man. We had a wonderful weekend of fights past couple weeks, and we got a lot to talk about, bro. We got a lot to talk about. As y'all see in the thumbnail, y'all see the title, and everyone's just going crazy about this whole Tank versus Roach, man. And hey, first, before that, man, LeVar, I just want to salute the family that's jumping in. Mac of the South, man, we appreciate you. Thank guys so much, man. Thank guys jumping in. Anthony Johnson. And we see your comments also, guys, on the videos, the premieres, you know what I'm saying? The videos that have been incrementally, slowly but surely. It's because, guys, once again, you already know, as we've been saying frequently, when we do go live, we just been busy, bro. We just been busy. And we have an announcement to make, an important announcement for y'all. Maybe around the mid-show, we'll announce it towards the end also. We'll repeat it. We just got some news for you guys, for the viewers, those who have been sticking with us, man, been rocking with us for a minute. We appreciate y'all. And once again, our apologies. We just been busy in life, bro. We just been busy, family, and we just, we appreciate y'all. Thank you guys so much for jumping in, and tuning into the videos, commenting in the comment sections. The recent video I pushed, I freaking forgot which video it was, but I don't even, Teofimo. Yeah, the Teofimo one. Yeah, the Teofimo one. Where he just got sunned. He got sunned by Bud Crawford. Rightfully so. Good stuff, Bud Crawford. Good stuff by the champ and confronting Teofimo for his foolishness. Okay, DT, bro, what's going on, man? Like I said, bro, DT, we've been busy, bro. My guy LeVar, he's working on his master's degree last semester. He almost got that, and I just been working, bro. My work shifts. It's just been hectic, man, as far as work and stuff like that. But man, we're here. You know what I'm saying? We never left, you know what I'm saying? So we appreciate y'all. DT, thank you guys so much. We got some stuff to talk about, just like everybody and their mama's talking about right now, about, Roach, Tank. We also want to talk about, the Rayo Venezuela fight versus Antoine Russell. Wow. Good stuff, man. Sandor Martin and Puello, they fought too. That was a real close fight. That was a nice fight right there too. Last week and a half, whenever the heck it was, Bitter BF Bivol rematch. Man, I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, enjoying the sport. Even though, ladies and gentlemen, I'm saying the sport has its crookedness, as always. It's always going to be there. Unfortunately, they got to clean that nonsense up. But it is what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? We love it and we hate it at the same time. We love it and we hate it. Things happen where, it really irritates us and stuff like that. But, at the same time, we have some fun stuff going on, man. Also, LeVar, recently announced the card. Ryan Garcia versus Rolly, whatever, right? But Devin Haney coming back, versus Ramirez, and Teofimo versus Barbosa, man. That's an interesting card. I could really, Rolly, I don't know what he's doing there, but whatever. You know what it is, man. Boxing and, business, whatever, man. But, I'm really intrigued. Let's start with this, LeVar. I want to start with this. Let's start with this just to warm it up a little bit, man. Devin Haney, I've had my, eyes on him. I've had my, I've been thinking about him a lot lately. Before this announcement, just like a lot of boxing fans, right? I've been thinking about, Devin Haney, Daryl Washington. What's going on, bro? We appreciate you. I don't think I've seen you before here, but thank you so much, bro. Yeah, we're going to talk about it, bro. We're going to talk about it. I'm telling you, bro, there is so much Daryl Washington. Oh, yeah, I remember you, bro. Yeah, we remember. Yeah. Daryl. Yeah, Washington. I remember, I think, if I'm not mistaken, you've been here for a minute. A while ago, man. Thanks so much for jumping in. Bro, we're going to chop that up, man. There's just so much controversy in that mug. There's so much controversy, bro, and we're going to chop that up. And you know how we do it? In a level-headed, mature, coherent fashion. You know what I'm saying? I know people are riding for Tank. I get it, and I respect it. Some people are not riding for Tank at all. I get it and I respect it, and I have my personal, thing on it. I'm real upset with Tank, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not going to let that guide or sway me one way or the other. You know what I'm saying? We got it down the middle. That's how we do it here, But okay, real quick, bro. So getting back to that real fast, man. Okay. So Devin Haney, LeVar, he's going to fight Ramirez, LeVar. Ramirez reached his peak in his career, in my humble opinion. Ramirez, Jose Ramirez, he fought Josh Taylor, some time ago. He lost. Josh Taylor knocked him down. I think it was once. I don't remember. I just don't. But it was a nice fight. Ever since then, LeVar, it seems like, Jose Ramirez disappeared for a minute. You know how these guys do it, man. Unfortunately, which has to be fixed in the sport of boxing. And I've been speaking out on social media with these inactive freaking fighters. I don't care what name they are. I don't care who they are, ladies and gentlemen. I don't care. I'm a boxing fan, man. I want to see these fighters active, especially when they're on the top. You got to go for it. And I speak out. I don't care if it's Andy Ruiz. I don't care if it's, Errol Spence. I don't care who it is. I speak out. You know what I'm saying? Because it's facts. So that's what happened, LeVar. This guy Ramirez, he disappeared for a long time. Then he's trying to come back. LeVar, what do you think about this whole, Devin Haney coming? It's intriguing because Haney, bro, coming off of this loss of Ryan Garcia, controversial whole thing in itself right there. How do you see Haney, man? This is a great opportunity, though. Fighting in New York, man. Got a great opportunity. What do you think on this whole fight, man, with Devin Haney coming back?
It's going to be, I think for a lot of us, it's going to be, the question is, how's he going to be after fighting Ryan Garcia? Because he took that was a whooping. That was a spanking. You know what I'm saying? What Ryan did to him, we're just gonna have to see how he bounced back, if he's gonna still be the same fighter before. Because he took a pound. He got up off the canvas, did what he had to do to stay into the fight. Showed a lot of heart. We're just gonna have to wait and see what type of Devin Haney do we get. Ramirez, yeah, it's been a minute, but every fighter still has a puncher's chance. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if he's gonna look at the film from Ryan and Dev and try to throw in some left hooks. You know what I'm saying? To try to surprise Haney. I think Haney's gonna have to do what he does best, is box, because he really doesn't have the power to keep his opponent at bay. So we're just gonna have to wait and see how the effects from that Ryan fight, because he's been out of the ring since then. He took a long layoff, so he's probably gonna have some ring rust. We just don't know.
Speaking of the ring rust, Tank, something you commented to me the other day. Tank had his minute out of the ring too, and I think that was a factor. That must have been a factor. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, I gotta say this. What, LeVar? These guys, bro, Keith Thurman coming back, you know what I'm saying? It's like, come on, bro. Like, these people think, these fighters in this generation, you know what I'm saying? They think that they can fight, right? And then they leave for 8-9 months or whatever the case is, and they think they're going to come back sharp as a blade. I remember, LeVar, some time ago, correct me if I'm wrong, I'm not the best when it comes to the history, but, Mayweather, if I'm not mistaken, he took like 2 years off. I think he had some legal issues going on or whatever, and he came back and fought Juan Manuel Marquez, and he looked, wow. Not everyone can do that, LeVar. That's my point here, bro. Floyd looked like Floyd. Not, and fighters nowadays think that they can come back and, look like they did. It's a rare breed, super rare breed. I don't know if anyone can do that, LeVar. Maybe Bud Crawford, LeVar. But I don't know, LeVar. And I think that had a factor, in the Tank fight too, man. The way he performed, you know what I'm saying? He didn't perform his best. We got to be 100 on that. This is the thing about it, LeVar. Let's get into it. Let's get into Tank. People are jumping in. Thank God so much. Let's get into it. Okay, so Tank. I got to say this first, LeVar. I've been criticizing him on social media. I admit it. But check the channel out, ladies and gentlemen. I have given so much praise to Tank Davis on this channel, bro. In the videos, I've said time and time again, LeVar, early in Tank's career, a lot of people don't go way back. A lot of people nowadays, they come when Tank was getting real famous. You know what I'm saying? No, I go way back with Tank, watching his fights. And I would say time and time again in older videos, Tank, he can box wonderfully, but I personally think he's just been falling in love with the power, man. You know what I'm saying? With the opponents, they know which opponents to get him, and he's just falling in love with the power. He doesn't really need to use too many boxing skills. You know what I'm saying? He does. Defensively, amazing. And then he just counters, and it's over. Night. But early in his career, his boxing abilities were shown and shined, LeVar. But my point is this, he came back, He came back after this 8-month layoff approximately, comes back and fights freaking Roach. And it didn't look so good, LeVar. Do you think there was some ring rust going on there? What do you think on that, man, on that performance?
Every fighter has a bad night. You name one fighter that hasn't. Even Floyd Mayweather against Marcus Maidana, the first fight.
Yep.
Floyd was pretty much fighting off the ropes. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it wasn't a good performance from Tank. It was a lot. It seemed like it was a lot going on in that camp. I think Tank was too respectful doing the press conferences. Having Barry Hunter as the number one and not Calvin Ford. I understand that Calvin Ford had some personal stuff that he had to take care of as well. To me, that wasn't what I saw Saturday night. That wasn't the Tank that we've seen previously. And I'm not saying that Barry Hunter did a bad job, but for me, my personal take about the fight, to me, it seemed like Tank was fighting like Lamont Peterson. And you got to remember, Lamont Peterson and Anthony Peterson, they were trained by who? Barry Hunter. So when I was watching the fight, I'm saying Tank is fighting like Lamont Peterson. If y'all go back and watch some of Lamont Peterson's fights, you're gonna see some of the same thing that Lamont Peterson was doing, Tank was doing Saturday night. You gotta give your hat off to Roach. Roach came in there with a great game plan. He stood his ground. When Tank hit him with some shots, he was still there. I think his whole plan was to stay tight with his defense and then counter Tank when he could. You can just tell that Tank was a little bit more offensive. You know what I'm saying? But Tank wasn't getting his head off the line. Even Barry Hunter was telling him, hey, if you throw this shot, move your head off the line. Why do you have to say that to Tank? Tank should already know that. He's a champ. So something is telling me that something wasn't right for this fight. You know what I'm saying? And once again, I'm not knocking anything off of Lamont Roach. Lamont Roach, he came in there with a solid game plan. But at the end of the day, with a fight like that, man, you cannot leave a fight like that in the hands of the judges. And there was times where Lamont hit Tank and it kind of wobbled Tank. That's when he should have jumped on him. But then again, at the end of the day, you can't leave it in the hands of the judges. So hats off to both fighters, but Tank just had a bad night. Lamont came with a great game plan and he stuck with it. It showed a lot. It showed me that Lamont Roach doesn't need to be at 130. He might as well campaign at 135. And he put the whole 135 on notice.
He looked bigger than Tank, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. He was. So honestly, man, I don't know how the training camp went for Tank. During his media day, he really wasn't working out. He was really late. He showed up and left. So we don't know how that training camp went. I think I would rather see Calvin Ford at his number one, but it seemed like there's a rift between Tank and Calvin Ford, especially when it came to the grease in the eye, and when Tank was in the corner. I guess Calvin wasn't wiping his face like Tank wanted him to, and he was like, "Calvin, you're not listening to me." I don't know what the relationship is like between those two, but it needs to be fixed, man, to be honest with you. I just didn't like the performance. I think Tank could have fought better. But at the end of the day, like I said, I'm not taking away anything from Roach. Per the CompuBox stats, looking at the stats and comparing who did what, 7-5 Roach. That's how I saw it.
Pretty much.
But
of course, Tank had his moments too. He was landing some nice shots, but I think that's what it is, LeVar. When we give a general perspective on it, where a lot of us are looking at what's in the ring, but I think there's some stuff going on, and probably he got overconfident. Maybe Tank in the whole lead up to this fight, man, he was probably a little bit overconfident. I didn't see LeVar Tank so hungry in the pressers. You don't, in other fights, man, you would see him like super hungry, starving, like drained and just, and the look in his eyes, bro. This one was a little bit more chill, relaxed. Maybe he overlooked Roach, man.
I think, well, once again, it's like what everybody is talking about it on other channels. They fought in the amateurs and it was close then. And then, when you fight in the amateurs and it's close, there's a possibility of it being a close fight if they fight each other professionally. I think there was a lot of respect. You know what I'm saying? Tank was calm. He didn't want to disrespect Roach in front of his mother. So yeah, you know what? Salute to J.A. Dixon, man, because J.A. Dixon and I talked. We were texting each other about the press conference, and he was like, "Man, I don't like how Tank is acting at the press conference." He's like, he's showing too much respect to Roach. So at the end of the day, it wasn't a normal Tank like how Tank was against Ryan, against Rolly. I truly believe that they're like Roach and Tank. They might be friends. You don't know. We don't know what they do on their off time, but I think there was a respect there. And you're not going to always get the fireworks that you're going to expect when you have friends fighting each other, or they fought in the amateurs, and then once they fight in the pros, it's kind of a competitive match. So, but who knows?
Right, real quick, man, box fans, we appreciate y'all, man, for jumping on. Let me shout you guys out, man. Teach, yeah, bro. I was saying at the beginning that we just been busy, bro. We just been busy. Life happens, what I'm saying? Things through life, personal things. But we're here, bro. We ain't never left. We're here, bro. We're gonna continue. We're gonna keep pushing it because we appreciate y'all, And we got an announcement. I'm just gonna say it right now. Let me just pause for a second because people are jumping in. We appreciate y'all, man. Announcement. Please pay attention, fam. From now on, me and LeVar, we're talking, behind the scenes and stuff like that. There are going to be times where LeVar takes over and he's going to go live alone with y'all, okay? Because we appreciate y'all so much, and I think it's a disservice on my end that I'm busy, and there have been many times where we schedule things and I haven't been able to because I haven't, you know what I'm saying? And we want to give you guys, time. And when we plan to go live, LeVar sometimes has times when I don't. And he's going to take it over. You know what I'm saying? He's going to get live and y'all just keep chopping it up. You know what I'm saying? We're community, we're family. And that's what it is, family. So you're going to see some times in the future where LeVar, if he can go live, he's going to be hosting it. Okay. So just let you guys know, man. And we're here. You know what I'm saying? And when I can make it, I'll still be jumping in like now. And we're going to keep pushing it, man. So that's the announcement, all right? So we're going to keep pushing it, and I want to keep repeating it throughout this live session so that y'all are in the know, okay? So nothing fishy's going on, nothing like that, man. Me and my guy LeVar, we're brothers. So sometimes if you see him live here, y'all keep chopping it up and have fun, okay? All right? So, hey, Teach, yeah, we appreciate y'all, man. Daryl Washington, okay. Real quick before we get to the controversial thing. Okay, so LeVar, you said it right, bro. I can't. And it would be wrong, right, to take away from Roach's performance, saying that, oh, it's because Tank this and Tank that. At the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, I've been saying this for all these fighters and any fighter. I don't care who it is. Let me go back and rewind just a bit. When we went live talking about the Teofimo and Lomachenko fight, yeah, Lomachenko, oh, my shoulder. That's your problem, buddy. That's your problem, champ. You shouldn't even have gotten into the fight if you're going to complain at the end of the day that your loss was because of your shoulder. Boo-hoo. Oh, well. This is the fight game, LeVar. This is a fight game. I remember some time ago, I wanted to push a video on this too, but, I haven't had time. But who's the dude who freaking fought MMA fighter? I can't believe I forgot his name. The guy who beat McGregor, I think he beat McGregor by submission. He's undefeated. He retired, but I forgot his name. But I'm not so good in the MMA. But my point is, he has a video out, of an interview or whatever, and he said he was pretty much saying it like that. Nobody cares. If you lost for this reason, no one cares. If you want to be champ, then you got to get it. His point was this, LeVar. Your personal life is your thing. And that's how I see it, LeVar. You know what I'm saying? I don't do this piggyback stuff with these fighters. I don't give them crutches. If you signed up for the fight, you got to be ready 100. That's what champs do, LeVar. You know what I'm saying? So my point is this. Whatever it was, whatever it was with Tank Davis, we cannot, you're right, LeVar, what you said a moment ago, we cannot take credit away from Roach and his performance. His game plan was on point, and I did not expect, like, the vast majority. I even put on freaking social media how upset I was with this matchup from the get-go. I was like, come on, Tank. Roach moving up from 130, come on, bro, do better than that. You know, I was criticizing it, but come fight night, Roach impressed me, bro. I was like, dang, bro, LeVar, he came with that game plan. You just said it. He stuck to his guns. He didn't run. You know, he wasn't moving around. He was right in the middle of the ring. You get me? I catch counter, catch counter. You know, and that was a beautiful game plan. Beautiful defense with the glove, blocking the power shots. He got hit a couple times, but man, he was coming. He was eating them. Fight with no fear. Fight with intelligence, bro. Hats off to his coach. Hats off to Roach's corner. Bro, he shut my freaking mouth, bro. He shut my mouth. And that's just like a generalization. And I personally think, LeVar, at the end of the fight, I wasn't even counting the knee thing, the controversy. We'll get in that in a moment. I wasn't counting the knee thing. I personally think that Roach edged it out, not by domination, no. I'm not saying Tank got his butt kicked, not really, no. But I think Roach legitimately won, maybe by split decision. Draw, okay, I get it. The draw, the judges. You just said it, LeVar. You should never let it go to the judges anyway. You know, when it comes to fighting a big star, when an underdog comes and fights the freaking A fighter, A+ fighter, A side fighter, whatever they want to call it, you better come in there and win convincingly or knock the freaking champ out. If not, it's not going to go your way, most likely. And that's the sport. Thank you guys so much for jumping in. We appreciate y'all. I'm going to get the comments in a moment. Chat away, family. Comment. And I don't care what side you're on, ladies and gentlemen. You know, if you're biased, Tank, comment. We don't care. We just love the sport of boxing. We want to chop it up with y'all. Okay, so LeVar, I personally think that, bro, and without even looking at the CompuBox, you know, the stats and all that, I think that Roach legitimately won. And the good thing about this, LeVar, okay, post-fight, right after, in an immediate interview, Tank said that, you know, he don't even know if he want to rematch this guy. But I think he, you know, took time out, you know, over the weekend to think about it. Now he's posting on social media, LeVar. He definitely wants this rematch. He wants it. Roach responded and said, hey, it's not whether you want it or not. You signed it. The contract says immediate rematch, just if you lose. So, you know, it looks like hopefully there's going to be a rematch. I want to see a rematch, LeVar, because this issue has to be settled, bro. There has to be a definite winner, you know, in a rematch. You know what I'm saying? It was technically a draw. I want to see a definite winner. I need to see a rematch, bro, because both of these guys, styles make fights, LeVar. Styles make fights, bro. I think Tank met his match in Roach, bro. And just imagine, bro, rematch is going to be a lot better because they're both going to really prepare now. Roach, I think he really prepared anyway. And he's going to, now they know each other professionally in the ring. They probably, yeah, they do through amateurs, but now as pros, they know how they feel. 12 rounds, bro. Oh my gosh, there has to be a okay, let me get to the chat. So boxing needs to replay the judges so they can, bro, that's a problem, Daryl Washington, bro. That's the problem. How many times do we say this? Time and time again do we see this? Not just in this fight, throughout freaking history. And we just go back to recent 5 years. Freaking Rolly Romero, he got gifted a decision when he fought this Marinez guy. Marinez boxed the freak out of this dude. And the only reason they're putting freaking, I don't want to cook Romero that bad, but the only reason Romero has his freaking face in big events is because of his clownery. That's all. Because of his freaking mouth. And he has a character, you know, he acts like a little elementary school kid and people call it entertaining. And that's it. It's not necessarily because of skill. No, you know, I mean, anyways, we see it time and time again, Daryl Washington. And that's the problem. They're not going to do that, Daryl. They're not going to replay. So for the judges, they're not going to, you know, nothing like that's going to happen. The sport's going to move on. They're going to keep doing, you know, they got a rematch. That's all I know, LeVar. These freaking fighters have to rematch. Teach 100. What? I appreciate y'all. Thank you guys so much for jumping in. Let me get to the comments now, real quick. Smack of the South, all y'all. Thank you guys so much for jumping in, man. Okay, so Thomas Hill, hey, bro, salute. Thanks so much for jumping in the building. He says it's no excuse. He went up them 3 steps. Tank all that man a rematch. Yeah, he owes him. Yeah, the world owes facts. The world owes that man Roach's props. Facts. That's big facts, bro. Ben said he was skilled and very defensive. I mean, that's the thing about it, bro. Roach is skilled. I mean, I knew he was skilled before the Tank fight. He's at 130, but I just couldn't fathom him moving up to Tank The Tank we know, like LeVar said, Tank didn't fight like the Tank we know Saturday night. He did not fight like the Tank we know. And like LeVar said, there must have been issues going on. Calvin wasn't the head coach, the first number one coach in the corner. You know what I'm saying? And I think that was a big factor. I think that you go back, okay, fine, and it's proof, LeVar. There's proof in the pudding. I mean, you go back to all these fighters when they change coaches, they fight different. You got Chris Eubank Jr. Okay, Chris Eubank Jr. some fights ago, whenever fight it was, I like Chris Eubanks. You know what I'm saying? I like all these fighters from wherever. I like Chris Eubanks, but he had Roy Jones coaching him, and he was fighting really similar to Roy Jones in his fight with Roy Jones, and then he left Roy Jones. You know, and after he doesn't look like Roy Jones anymore. You said that's thinking like LeVar, what LeVar said right now. The coach he had as his head coach in this fight against Roach, that wasn't the same Tank. That was not the same Tank. He did not fight like Tank. You know what I'm saying? And that's why in the lead up to the fight, and when this fight was announced, you know, Tank versus Roach, I was like, dang, the Tank we know is going to obliterate Roach. All due respect. Roach got skills. That's why he was champ at 130. That's why he's champ at 130. If I'm not mistaken, he got the belt. But I was like, man, bro, this is like this, bro. Lopsided fight once again. I wasn't really, you know, excited about it. But Roach shut my mouth. He shut my mouth and proved me wrong. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, he deserves the credit, Thomas Hill. He deserves the limelight, you know. And I really hope they rematch. Tank Davis is talking about, you know, hopefully at the end of May, there's going to be a rematch. But who knows? Tank, he doesn't call the shots. Let's just be real here. Let's just be real, family. You know, Tank doesn't really call the shots. You know what I'm saying? He got his people. He got his team. He got his managers, whatever. You know what I'm saying? They're going to figure out what's going to go on. But LeVar, I personally feel there's not going to be an immediate rematch, bro.
All right, so this is from Roach and Tank from Instagram. It's like what you said earlier, big bro. Roach said, F word, you mean pushing, and then the word is like blanked out. My contract already signed and set for the intermediate rematch because you put that in there just in case if you lost. Only reason we don't fight is because you're scared. Tank said enough. He said, and say no more. I'm pushing for the rematch.
He better. Okay, that's the thing about it, bro. My thing on it is Tank, you better put up, bro. You better put up, champ. There it is. Yeah. I'm sure everybody saw it too. Yeah. I'm sure everybody saw it. And that I need to see Tank put up because if he's gonna go, you know, beat around the bush and fight some warm-up guy before it, no, the world's gonna get at Tank, bro. What did Tank say at the end of the fight? You know, the whole thing of the hair, the grease, whatever. The crowd started booing because people see through it, LeVar. That's the point here. The people are tired, bro. People are getting, look, LeVar, check it out. Fans are getting tired of the nonsense in boxing, bro. They're getting tired and they're going to call out, they're going to boo you if they don't see or feel that. If they don't feel what you're saying, they're going to boo you. So right now, LeVar, just like, and this is different situation. But my point is this. Watch. I pushed a video some time ago with Oscar Valdez when Oscar Valdez popped dirty. Horrible look. Oscar Valdez when he popped dirty. And he felt it, bro. My point is this. I pushed a video on that. And I said, the media, fans on social media, they're going to eat this guy apart. They're going to eat him up, man. They're going to devour Oscar Valdez. I explained it. I got the video on the channel. And sure enough, sometime after, weeks went by, and Oscar Valdez was feeling it, bro. He was feeling the pressure to the point where he had to push a video and, you know, he had to read a script. Come on, Oscar. Come on, bro. We're not dumb. He read a script on the screen. I've been boxing since I was giving a nice formal speech. And it's like, come on, bro. But my point is this. LeVar, the world's looking at Tank, bro. The world is watching him. And I know Tank is feeling the pressure. So my point is this. Tank has to rematch, bro. He has to. It's a must, bro.
To be honest with you, big bro, it's like, you know, we talked about this plenty of times here on the channel. It's like all of these fighters, yes, we do criticize them when it comes to their inactivity, but the hate for like Dev, the hate for Tank, the hate for Shakur, it's really getting out of hand. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's
at
true.
the end of the day, these guys are, I might be off topic a little bit, but I just need to talk about this. These guys are putting their life on the line, and I think some channels need to do a better job. And I'm not here to cause any static, any smoke with anybody,
bro.
But at the end of the day, we have to do a better job, because some people in the chat believe everything that you say, everything that you push out. We're not going to know who the best are until they fight each other. So we can speculate. We can speculate, say, oh, Tank can beat Shakur. Shakur can beat Tank. They both can beat Dev. Dev can beat both. We're not going to know that until they get into the ring.
That's it.
So we can sit up here and push all the narrative all we want. But to sit up here and to have all this hate, it needs to stop, because if we keep doing it, they're not going to fight each other. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, we really need to give our kudos to them, because they are putting their life on the line. Yeah, you might not like them, and that's your personal preference. But at the end of the day, these guys are watching what we're saying. They're truly watching what we're saying. And trust me, I used to give Bud Crawford a lot of flack. I have. I'm like, he didn't want to fight with Errol Spence. He's ducking Errol Spence, and he proved me wrong. He made me eat my words. But at the end of the day, we just have to do a better job as giving praises to these fighters. Granted, yes, they might be inactive. Yes, we will hold you accountable. But to be disrespecting each other, disrespecting people in the chat and disrespecting the host, we really got to chill out on that, man, because at the end of the day, it's just boxing. That's all it is. We're just having a communication. We're just talking. But I just wanted to say that, big bro Renee, because at the end of the day, these guys are putting their life on the line to entertain us. They really don't have to, but they do. Dev is good in his way,
Facts.
with his skills. Tank is good in his way. Shakur is good in their way. And I understand that there's a lot of talking amongst them. Let them hash that out, and hopefully they can come to terms to fight. You know what I'm saying? So I just think that it's really bad out there in the boxing community. And I just wanted to say that, man, because at the end of the day, it shouldn't be getting carried away like the way that it is.
Facts. People take it too personal, man. People take it personal. It's just a sport. You know what I'm saying? It's just boxing. It's a sport. We love it. We get entertained. We may disagree, but that's why I always say here, ladies and gentlemen, in every introduction where we simply discuss, critique, and analyze the sport of boxing in a level-headed, mature, coherent fashion. Sometimes we get emotional, but we don't go overboard, man. You know what I'm saying? We try to keep it down the middle as much as we can. We give respect to Roach, you know what I'm saying? Give him his flowers and his performance. Tank didn't look like Tank. It is what it is. They got a rematch, and I definitely want to see it. I need to see it. And we got to give them their props. Facts, man. Facts. I enjoy it, and I have criticized Shakur too. You know what I'm saying? On social media, I have criticized him, man. But at the same time, I give him his flowers, man. Y'all just check the channel. Check the channel, man. Go ahead, LeVar. Go ask you.
And just real quick, bro, it's like the fans that hate Tank, they've been waiting for him to have a bad performance, because Dev had a bad performance against Ryan Garcia. Shakur hasn't been looking great. You know what I'm saying? So it's like they all been waiting for this moment to happen. Every fighter has a bad night.
Facts.
Roy Jones Jr., Evander Holyfield, Pernell Whitaker, Floyd Mayweather, Oscar De La Hoya, all these guys that are in the Hall of Fame, they had a bad night.
And most of them got losses too. Exactly.
So at the end of the day, I really think that if you're gonna, when it comes to the sport of boxing, just do your homework. Really do your homework. Because what is the scoring criteria of boxing? It's effective aggression, ring generalship, clean punches, technical style, and competitiveness. That's what they should be getting. Like the judges, that's how they should be scoring a fight. But you got to understand, there's always boxing politics in boxing.
Facts.
Certain referees like certain fighters. Certain judges like certain fighters. So things are not going to go our way all the time. I've clearly seen knockdowns not been counted as knockdowns.
Facts.
So
Didn't. I mean, just quick to mind. There are many examples, but Crawford versus Mean Machine, right? I mean, that looked like kind of a knockdown. It was controversial, but it happens time and time again.
Floyd and Judah, that was a knockdown.
That too, yep.
So it happens, man. We're not gonna get the call all the time when we should. You know what I'm saying? And once again, it's just the boxing politics of things, man. It's not gonna go our way all the time, and that's why we say the sport of boxing really needs to be cleaned up. It really needs to be cleaned up. So at the end of the day, I'm not trying to shy away from what we're talking about, Renee.
Oh, you're good. You're
and
good.
Chat. That it's been on my mind because y'all might think that I'm absent or Renee is absent. I'm actually in the shadows on some of these channels. I might not comment, but I'm listening. And it's gotten really out of control. And that's one thing that Renee and I promised to each other, that we wouldn't take it that far. We will hold them accountable for inactivity and not fighting top level competition. And I think that's fair. I really do think that's fair. But to be cursing people out, to be calling them this, suck my diss, it's uncalled for.
And remember this. We're always gonna and let us know. We've never disrespected chat here, man. Never.
No, absolutely. I mean, we treat y'all like family, man. Y'all been rocking with us for like 5-6 years now, longer than that. You know what I'm saying? So we appreciate each and every one of y'all. So I just had to get that off my chest because that's been weighing on my chest for so long. And today was the day I had the opportunity to talk about it. But back to the show.
Oh, definitely, man. That's what and it's so you guys can, just to clarify what we're about, this platform. We're a neutral one, you know what I'm saying? That love the sport, and as simple as that, Real quick, those who are jumping in, man, just that announcement, I want to, reiterate, that if you see me not here, I'm letting LeVar, we're having that agreement, more like a mutual agreement where he'll be going live on his own here on the channel, fam, okay? When he has times, because that's one of the reasons why we haven't gone live, because of my busyness and my personal things I got to take care of. I haven't been able to go live, man, which is why I've been absent. So we don't want to do a disservice to the family because we love y'all, man. We love y'all, man, and y'all deserve it. You know what I'm saying? So when you see there's live, whether it be LeVar on his own or us two, y'all tune in and chop it up, man. Heck yeah. So that's the announcement I want to make. Thomas Hill, let's get back to chat. He better get back. That's the thing, bro. And if Tank does it, and gets that, is accountable for getting that rematch, and it's contractually bound there. He has that contract, the contract, that freaking stipulation. Get your get back, man, and show the world. Same with Roach. Prove the world again, bro. Make it a defining winner. You know what I'm saying? Thomas Hill says here, he comparing himself to Floyd. He got to start moving in that ring. I mean, that's the thing about it. No, this is a problem. It's a problem, Thomas, that I've said it before. No one should compare themselves to Floyd. You know what I'm saying? No, none of, with all due respect, none of these fighters, with all due respect to the fighters, none of these fighters should compare themselves to Floyd. None of them, because they're not even near him, LeVar. Just their resumes aren't even near him. You know what I'm saying? I know people want to criticize Floyd in the last part of his career because, he was about the money and, he was just getting the, y'all got to, everybody here, man, y'all are historians in the sport. You know what I'm saying? You know where Floyd is. You know how he came up as pretty boy. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I never see a comparison with any Tank, whoever, Shakur, I don't care. You think nobody's Floyd. Nobody's Floyd. Thomas Hill says, yeah, Roach, yeah, bro. And the thing, that's what I'm saying, man. Flowers to Roach, bro. Wonderful performance. You know what I'm saying? I was just like, round after round, around the halfway through, I was like, dang, Roach, check this out. Oh my gosh, he's standing in the pocket. Exchanging, bro. I was like, what a game plan. DT says here, before that fight, he had videos of walking his, I don't know, bro. I don't know. I didn't see that. I didn't see any of it. Marine definitely cooked. Yeah, bro. Martinez, he freaking schooled him. But the stupidity of politics, that was bad, bro. That was bad. Rolly's going to get what he's coming against Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia is going to, okay, I don't want to, the prediction, I don't care. I suck at predictions anyway. You know, I admit it. I've said it so many times. I suck, bro. But I think Ryan's gonna freaking chew him up and spit him out, bro. Jay Dixon says here, Jay Dixon, what's going on, bro? LeVar was giving you your props earlier, bro. Jay Dixon, thanks so much for jumping in. He says here, Tank has to get his boxing team business, and his head together. Work on his craft and stop talking, being pretty petty with Floyd and other fighters, and decide he's gonna buck. Thank you. That's my thing on Tank, bro. I'm saying it. Okay, I mentioned it. I did a quick mention that before this fight, man, before they fought, and when it was announced, I've been criticizing Tank, bro. I've been criticizing, man. I want to see. That's what I want to see, Jay Dixon. Get serious, Tank. We love you, bro. You're amazing, but you got to get it. You got to get it, bro. Yeah, exactly. Decide if he's gonna box seriously or not. That's what it is, bro. I mean, that's the thing, LeVar. This is kind of what got me mad, bro, in the fight. What are you doing, Tank? Run into the corner, bro, like that, man. In the middle of a freaking round, bro. Go ahead, LeVar. Go ahead. I see you. Go ahead.
Well, see, once again, and not to cut you off, big bro, it's Tank started talking about retirement. So when you start talking about retirement, that means you got one foot in the door, one foot out. So Tank has to figure out what is it that he wants to do. And I agree with J.A. I think he needs to get his team back tight again. Yeah, you and Floyd might not see eye to eye, but you need him. Because Floyd can see things that you can't see.
Facts.
And that's where Tank has to humble himself. He needs to stop arguing. Like when once again, I go back to when Calvin Ford was trying to wipe his face, Calvin didn't do it right, and then he's like, "You're not listening to me. You can't do that."
That's it. Kind of reminiscent of AJ Broner, how he would fight with his corner, man.
Right. And I keep telling y'all, man, and like I said, the way that Tank fought Saturday night, not moving his head off the line, it remind me of Lamont Peterson. When y'all have the opportunity, just go back and watch some. Lamont Peterson fought Amir Khan. Lamont Peterson, he fought Earl Spence.
Yeah.
Lamont Peterson has been in there with some high level competition, but he will always sit in the pocket, throw shots to the body, then come up top. I'm telling you, the way that Tank fought, it just remind me of Lamont Peterson because Barry Hunter was his trainer. I think what he should have done, yes, Tank should have boxed. Tank needed to turn it up. And the straight left was there. Every time he threw the straight left, he was touching Roach with it.
Yep.
And then you stopped. Or he'll throw a combo off and he'll hold him. So something was, it wasn't, I don't think that he properly trained for this fight. I'm just being honest with you. Maybe there's something going on mentally. Once again, when you start talking retirement, hey,
I didn't even think of that. That's right. And then after the fight, now he's talking about he wants to do 4 more fights or something like that.
We don't know what he wants to do, man. We have no idea. What happened? When Spence start talking about retirement? When was the last time we seen Earl Spence? And no disrespect to EJ, when the last time we seen him in a fight? So, and I get it. These guys, they start off young fighting, 9, 10, 11 years old.
A lot of wear and tear. Yeah.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, you're taking these long layoffs. It was 9 months since Tank been in the ring? And you went against Frank Martin. You knocked him out. It wasn't that much damage. These fighters should be fighting at least twice a year, bro.
At least
twice.
Yep.
There's been times where Floyd Mayweather was fighting 3 times a year. But once again, Floyd Mayweather stayed in the gym. Even when he wasn't fighting, he was in the gym hitting the heavy bag. So at the end of the day, these guys, and we can thank Paul Spadafora for that. When Mayweather and Paul Spadafora was they were sparring and Mayweather got beat pretty bad. But at the end of the day, these guys, they gotta understand this is their job. You gotta sharpen your tools. You can't be taking these layoffs like that, man. It's only gonna hurt you. He looked like he was rusty. He looked like he didn't have a plan B, C, and D. It was he just thought that Roach was gonna just crumble from one of his hard punches, and Roach fought the perfect fight. He stood really close to Tank. So when you stand close to Tank and Tank hit you, Tank didn't get out the way. That's why he got hit. He was getting hit cleanly. He wasn't moving his head off the line. That's why it reminded me of Lamont Peterson.
I think the only difference with Lamont though, he would throw a lot more volume in his punches, man. More combos, more. That's what Tank needed to do. Exactly, he needed to throw more combos.
He did, but Lamont Peterson was also getting caught. Just because he would just stay there. He would stay right there in front of you. He didn't try to get out the way. He didn't try to move his head. You know what I'm saying? He was going to the body, then coming back up top. So Tank didn't box.
Facts. And that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Earlier in Tank's career, man, he boxed beautifully. You know, before Tank was known, before he had all these tattoos, all he had was like a heart here and a couple words. That's it. He was clean, bro. At those days were my favorite days of Tank, as a matter of fact. I loved watching him box, man. He boxed beautifully. He boxed against the ropes, shoulder roll, freaking defense counter, pop, pop. You know, it was beautiful work from Tank, man. But yeah, this Tank wasn't it, man. Thomas Hill says extra emphasis on his head together. No, got to be a better man-ish. Yep. No more at school. No more I'm shy. That's right, bro. No more they talk and get your ish together and fight or call it a career. Facts, bro. Facts. I don't know what's going on. And the thing about Tank, he's not a really public guy. Of course, he tweets and deletes and he does it, but he doesn't like LeVar. His personal life, you really don't know what's going on. He's really low key. You know what I'm saying? Only he knows what he's doing in his personal life. I personally think that's what it is, LeVar. He's just ready to retire, bro. I just think he doesn't. I don't. Sonny Edwards, real quick. Sonny Edwards, I forgot what division he was, but his last fight, he even said in his corner, he was like, I don't want to be here anymore, man. Some of these fighters, bro, they just don't want to be there anymore. You know what I'm saying? And he was getting wiped off by the coach in the ring. He was getting his butt kicked, and he was like, I don't want to be here. I don't want to be here anymore. And he lost hard. He got his butt kicked. After that, he announced his retirement. He's like, I'm done with this. I'm freaking done. That's true, man. Tank got to make up his mind. Go ahead, LeVar.
And just real quick, bros, because I know you need to get through the comments. Another thing I would do if I was Tank, not only bring your team closer together and end the pettiness with Mayweather, take your butt back and train in Vegas. Why are you training in Washington, D.C. when you're close to home in Baltimore?
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Distractions. Because he trained in D.C. Baltimore is not that far from D.C., y'all. Trust me. I'm in the DMV area. So he needs to go back. He has to revert back. Take your butt back to Vegas, train there, come back bigger and better, and let's see what happens now, because you're going to have a challenge on your hand, because Roach has that confidence. Roach is like, oh, bet. Oh.
I can beat this guy, yeah?
Exactly. He's beatable. Every fighter's beatable, but you got to think about Roach's confidence level. It's up here. So Tank is gonna have, man. Tank is gonna have to weather the storm. He's gonna have to weather the storm. Hey, Calvin Ford said that Tank has a lot of tricks in the bag that he hasn't brung out yet. He better, man. But Tank needs to get away from DC. Once again, get away from DC because Baltimore is close. He's back at home. Go back to Vegas. Train, man. You got to get that mindset back. He didn't have that dog. I didn't see that dog in Tank.
Oh, no way. No way. The only moment I saw a minimal dog in Tank was after the whole freaking taking the knee controversy, run to the corner, getting wiped, coming back. That's where he really started like kind of just doing this, trying to do what he did, but it didn't work, man. It didn't work. Let me get to the comment real quick. Thomas Hill says, yeah, there is only one. Yeah, exactly. Only one Floyd, only one Canelo. They call their shots. Tank still has more to do before. And I would say, bro, most of these fighters have more to do. Yeah, bro, most of them. When you talk about those names right there, I know we can criticize any of them. I said this time and time again. Anybody can criticize anybody's resume. That's just what it is, bro. You want to get to all the little details and freaking, anybody can get to criticizing anybody's resume. But I've given my props. I've criticized Canelo throughout the years so much, bro. But lately I've been like, you know what, Canelo, you deserve your flowers too, bro. Floyd, of course. I don't have to say nothing there. De La Hoya. Bro, that's a freaking legend, bro. Exactly. They call their shots. And I think most of these fighters, LeVar, most of these fighters nowadays, they want to get to that Canelo level, that Floyd level, that De La Hoya level after one impressive victory. You look good and you look flashy. Now you're all of a sudden calling the shots. Bro, get back to the class, bro. Get to the back of the class and, you know, I'm sorry, humble down, bro, and get back to work, bro. Get back to work. Yeah, I didn't say it though, fam. You know, I'm clean here, bro. I just get kind of. Oh my God, forgive me on that one, bro. LeVar. Oh, let me get to this chat, bro. That was funny. It slipped, fam. It slipped. Thomas says missing 3 likes. Yeah, get the likes up, family. Thomas still said, let me get to the chat. Let me continue. But that's facts, bro. Thomas, you're right on it, bro. You hit the nail on the head right there, bro. Thomas Hill says, they also started boxing because they're used to Tank giving them a fantastic performance, not some ho-hum performance. And that's another reason, LeVar. I think that's another reason why the crowd booed Tank at the end. Not necessarily just because of the excuse he gave, right? The eye thing, whatever. But crowd was like, man, we ain't buying it. Exactly. They paid their hard-earned bread on that event, and he got to take it. That's what you got to do, bro. And you know, but it is what it is. Like LeVar said at the beginning, you know, Tank had a bad night. All these fighters have bad nights, man. You're not always going to shine. You know what I'm saying? So that's why Tank has to have this rematch. LeVar, I said this before. The world's watching, bro. If he doesn't take this rematch, I feel sorry for you, Tank, because you're going to get eaten alive. You're going to be eaten alive by community, by fans. They're going to get at you, and you're going to feel it. LeVar, some time ago, watch this real quick. Get to reiterate. I've said this time and time again in videos before when it comes to this topic. Okay, Oscar Valdez, I just talked about him, right? How the community was just eating him up, and he felt it. He felt how fans were criticizing him left and right. Timothy Bradley, when he fought Pacquiao and he was gifted the decision in that fight. I think it was the rematch. I don't remember which one it was, but he was gifted a decision when he fought Pacquiao. Bro, LeVar, the world was on him, criticizing him. And this was, if I'm not mistaken, social media wasn't so big at that time. It was, but not as big as now. And LeVar, he talked about it in an interview. He said, it was hitting me so hard. He said, I was paranoid. LeVar, I'm paraphrasing what Bradley said, but he was to the point of being paranoid on the streets, LeVar, because he was so criticized. The wave of criticism hit him so much that he didn't win that fight against Pacquiao, but he was gifted a decision. And he was just, you know, on the streets looking around, thinking that they were just going to criticize him left and right. I'm saying this, LeVar, because mark my words, ladies and gentlemen, it's been proven historically. If Tank doesn't take this rematch, bro, and get some other whatever blowjob gig, freaking, what do you call it? Warm-up freaking gig, lube job gig, LeVar, they're gonna tear him apart. Media is gonna tear him apart. You know, fans are and he's gonna feel it, bro. He has to take the rematch. There's no way out. He has to take the rematch, bro. He has to. Jay Dixon says here, okay, huge Tank fan, but after that, all that easy work talk is BS. Yeah, bro. And he seems like a bully who folds when a guy stands up. Wow. That's what Roach did, bro. And I did not. Like I said, the betting odds, LeVar, the betting odds were freaking ridiculous, bro. The betting odds were ridiculous. And to look like that, Tank had a bad night. I get it, you know what I'm saying? But that's what it is, LeVar, right here. Jay Dixon. Roach freaking met his match, bro. And the world was like, jaw to the floor. They were like, what? Seriously? And then, I mean, just look at how he finished the last round. Yeah, bro. So Tank has to do it for the fans, for his people, you know what I'm saying? For the community, because LeVar, he had, bro, the freaking arena, whatever venue that was, it looked sold out, bro. That thing was packed. That thing was stacked with fans, and he has to do just service, you know what I'm saying, to the fans again. Say, you know what? Sorry, let's rematch. I got to do it for my, you know, for the fans. For the fans, because of the fans you eat, bro. Because of the fans, champ, you eat. And I said this before, you know what I'm saying? I said this time and time again. When it comes to any fighter, whatever their freaking name is, you know, I know that sometimes fighters want to look over fans and treat them like crap. No. And some fighters, LeVar, some fighters, you don't know BS about boxing, saying it to the fans. Well, you know what? Those fans that don't know nothing are paying for you, bro. So, oh my gosh, I don't want to preach on that, but I don't want to preach on that one. Thomas Hill says facts, LeVar. The issue's ridiculous, man. Really had a parade because Tank had a bad performance in their eyes. Right. I mean, that's, you know, that people taking a little too far right there, man. People taking a little too far. They were in the club popping bottles, man. They were like, yeah, Tank, look at that, you know? And all their tones and condescension. So yeah, that's facts, bro. That's big facts. Let me continue to chat. Sorry, I'm kind of behind, bro. Jump in whenever you want, LeVar, if you got something. Jay Dixon says here, Calvin also spoke about him being busy with the amateurs and coming back to work with Tank for the fight, but they got to stop that BS when the main guy has a fight. Yep. Yeah, bro. I mean, man, let me continue this chat. This is good stuff right here. And the same with Kerr versus De Los Santos and Dev versus Ryan. Right, bro. Right. Exactly, bro. Exactly. Now Shakur, Teal, Haney, Keyshawn are going to talk crazy, but I just want to... That's what, like what LeVar said a moment ago. Freaking fight each other, fighters. So, cut the crap with all this Twitter stuff, bro. This Twitter, whatever you want to call it, X, whatever freaking Elon Musk wants to call it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, dude, these guys got to get it on with each other. And that's facts, LeVar. It boils down to that. You said earlier, it boils down to that. Tank, you included too, bro. You included too, champ. Tank, Shakur, Haney, Tio, freaking Keyshawn. Keyshawn, I think he can wait a little bit. Keyshawn, wait a little bit. I mean, yeah, you got other fighters that, I would wait on Keyshawn. Respect to Keyshawn, though, man, definitely. But, yeah, they got to fight each other, man. That's what it boils down to. If they're just going to keep talking and then fighting under par competition, nobody want to see that. You know what I'm saying? And people are going to call you out for that, these fighters. People are going to call these fighters out eventually, sooner or later, because they're starting to do it. Thomas Hill says here, Jay Dixon, I think he also had some legal problems he had to sort out through as well. Excuse me. But yeah, exactly, bro. That's what I'm saying, Thomas Hill. That's what I'm saying. In the end, professionalism that was on display Saturday night by Tank needs to be reassessed and addressed. That's the thing, bro. And that's the thing about it, bro. I mean, whatever they go on in their personal lives, that's their business. You know what I'm saying? And I know it's going to affect them. That's why the fight game isn't for everyone, man. It's not for everyone. It has to be for warrior-minded freaking, you got to be strong up here. LeVar says it time and time again, the mentals has to be right. This is exactly why Jermall Charlo hasn't been performing as we thought he should have. Jermall Charlo, he's not looking like that anymore. No, because something's going on up here, man. Something's going on up here. And I'm telling you, man, I mean, we see it time and time again with all these fighters, man. Jay Dixon, strangely, nobody went crazy about Ortiz Jr. rematching Boachik, who dropped him several times, who I think, right. Well, I feel you, bro. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, no one's saying nothing about that one. Yeah, I remember that fight. Yeah, he dropped him twice. He was gifted looked like he was gifted the decision on that one, man. Ortiz. Everyone's quiet on that. I don't know why. That good point, bro. Good point. Good point, Thomas Hill, Jay, and he needs to get them in the ring and settle all that. Yeah, bro. These guys got to get it, man. Hey, wonderful comments, guys. Facts. Tank was acting like Colbert in the corner and clearing out. I don't know, LeVar. And LeVar, Tank, he was constantly complaining to the ref throughout the fight. It's like, bro, what happened, LeVar? Protect yourself at all times, bro. Roach checked him, bro. I love that from Roach. Roach, good job. Yeah, Roach, good job. Tank is talking to the ref.
Comment.
Take that, bro. Yeah. Let me finish it. And clearly not focused, and I think he kept that beater on for so long. He wasn't in real shape, right, man? The dog wasn't there it wasn't there to go finish. The facts, bro. And, Roach checked him, bro. He's like, hey, you want to keep talking to the ref? Take that. Poof. I mean, you got to protect yourself at all times. You got to be in the fight, bro. Jay Dixon, I think Boachik going to get it back in a few fights over a belt, in my opinion. But that fight was a close one. It was a close one, man. I think Boachik got the better of him, definitely, man, of Virgil Ortiz, man. Because I don't know if his heart is in the game. I don't know, bro. It looks like Tank. Yeah, I think that's what it's going down to, man. I think that's what it kind of boils down to. LeVar was saying it earlier too, man. Tank was already talking about retirement. I think he's just tired. And remember, in social media, I think it was in social media, I don't know where the freak Tank said it, but in one of these interviews out there, he's like, boxing's BS. He's like, the business is BS. I'm tired of this. He's tired of it, man. For whatever reason, he's tired of it. He's getting tired of it. Jay Dixon's here, the wrong sport to have that issue. But he got to get Ish clear upstairs. Yep, that's what it is. That's exactly what it is, bro. Yeah, definitely 100. He's definitely 100. On the comments, definitely. You guys straight up the standard of professionalism and candor. Yeah, bro. I mean, Tom, let me continue this, man. I love this. I love these comments, man. That's why I said move in that ring like Floyd. You got to make those fights and be 100% prepared and walk around ready. That's the problem, Thomas Hill. Let me say this. That's the problem. It was kind of what I was saying, piggyback on what I was saying earlier, that none of these, LeVar, most of these fighters aren't like that. They're just not built like that. Right now, there are some prospects that look like it. For example, Abdullah Mason, he looks like the goods, but how many times have we seen that, LeVar? They look like the goods, but then they get to the champ status, and then they start looking fishy, bro. And then they start, taking their layoffs. And then they start with the freaking, I just want money. Jared Anderson, I'm not in it I don't love the sport, but I'm just here for the money. That's all. It's like, okay, then that's why you get beat up like Macaulay beat you up, bro. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry, man. Oh my gosh, bro. Oh my gosh. I mean, that's what it is, Thomas Hill. And that's the problem, bro. These fighters, they're not like that anymore, LeVar. Most of them are not like that. That rare breed that stays in the gym and stays ready. That's why LeVar, check this out, bro. I don't buy the whole, Macaulay, he was called in last minute, right? Because Triple D, freaking Daniel Dubois got sick, whatever that was. Okay. Macaulay jumps in. Yeah. And everybody and their mama and the commentators, oh yeah, he didn't have a camp. Well, that's Macaulay's problem then. If you didn't have a camp, don't accept the fight, Macaulay, because you're just going to get knocked out like you did. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I don't want to, this is just, okay. It sounds like I'm emotional and being crazy, but no, it's facts. My point here, none of these fighters stay in the gym. None of these fighters stay ready like Floyd did. If they do, it's a rare breed. It's 1 out of 100 that really stay ready. You be ready for that call. If you're in the division and you're a freaking high contender, there's no excuse. Yeah, you want to get fat and happy because of that previous paycheck, and you think you're not going to get that last minute phone call. That's your problem. Oh man, oh my gosh, bro. Okay, no his isn't straight up down the middle. Facts, bro. Either lock in or clock out. That's what it is. I'm telling you, bro. Okay, great. Okay, so LeVar, he was off, but he hopped in that ring. Sorry, when his contemporaries are off and in the ring, they still come to fight. Right? He looked distracted, disheveled, dude. It's like LeVar was saying, bro. Something's going on in the background where just seems like he doesn't want it anymore. You know what I think, LeVar? Actually, you know what? I think Roach is that guy to spark that fire in Tank again. It looks like Roach is that guy to really say, you know what, this lion's going to wake up on me once more. It can be because he's showing it on social media. I know social media is one thing, right? But it looks like Tank's starting to talk smack again like he used to. It looks like he's getting that fire back. You know what I'm saying? Maybe Roach is that guy to get under his skin and tell him, hey, where you at, champ? Come on, and I want to see it. I want to see that. It started from the opening comment of the fight is off to the first and second conferences, all the way up to, yeah. There you go, bro. There you go. Let me continue, man. Let me jump down. Slips, but no falls. I dig. Okay, LeVar, can you break this down? Because I'm not a freaking expert in this stuff, bro. Break down the whole knee thing, bro. Go ahead, man. I'm not so good at that.
All right, so I was able earlier today because everybody's been talking about taking a knee, that it should be counted as a knockdown. So I went to a couple of places. Hopefully, I still have it up. If I don't, then that's bad on me. I think I took a picture of it and sent it to you, Renee. Let me see. Give me 1 second, y'all. I do apologize.
It was, if I'm not mistaken, it kind of boiled down to this while you look for it. A knee is not considered a knockdown. The ref can consider it, but it has to be after getting punched. If you take the knee after getting punched, then it's considered a knockdown. But if it's any other body part but the behind or the back or something, them on the floor. Go ahead, LeVar. Did you find it?
Yes. Give me 1 second. I'm keep going, big bro. I got you. I did find it. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, so if I'm not mistaken, if they're not stuck on the ropes, right? If they're not stuck on the ropes, like kind of KO'd on the ropes, or from what I read briefly, what you sent me earlier, a knee is not considered a knockdown.
So pretty much what I did was I sent Renee some information from the World Boxing Competition rules that is dated February of 2024. It says a boxer is considered to be knocked down due to a legal blow if the boxer touches the floor with any part of the body other than the boxer's feet as a result of a blow or a series of blows. The boxer is laying on the ropes, and as a result of the blow or series of blows, like if they're not returning any type of punches back, the boxer is laying on the ropes okay, I'm sorry, I just read that one. The boxer is outside or partly outside of the ropes as a result of the blows or series of blows. Following a hard punch, the boxer has not fallen or is not lying on the ropes, but is considered hurt and requires a standing 8 count. In the case of a knockdown, a referee must say stop and then begin a count, counting from 1 to 8. If the boxer is fit to continue, the boxer is fit to continue and counting from 1 to 10, and if the boxer is unfit, the fight's over. The referee counts with intervals of 1 second and indicates each second with the hand so that the boxer who has been knocked down may be aware of the count. If both boxers are knocked down at the same time, the count is continued as long as one of them is still knocked down, if that makes sense. So I guess, once again, this is coming from the World Boxing Competition Rules dated February of 2024. I guess in order for it to be ruled a knockdown, it has to be a punch thrown by Roach. So once again, that's where.
And if you take the knee after a punch, after a punch, boom, you take the knee. That's obviously, fighters do it time and time again. As a matter of fact, fighters have done it time and time again with body shots. They get hit and they react late, and then several seconds after, and that hurt, and they go to the knee. That's a knockdown. You know what I'm saying? But in this case, it wasn't technically considered a knockdown. Obviously, the ref didn't call it, but technically, according to the rules, it looks like what Tank did was not considered a knockdown. Now, I know a lot of people are saying, you know what, he should have been disqualified then because, he turned his back to the fighter and went to the corner. Right. Unfortunately, the ref didn't call it. If the ref doesn't call it, that's pretty much what it is.
And Big Bird, real quick.
Go ahead.
And J.A. Dixon, I get what you're saying, and I don't have a problem with that. I know it's the ref's discretion, but if you go to, once again, World Boxing Competition Rules dated February 2024, it's going to be 8.6. 8.6 talks about knockdowns. There's nothing in there that mentions if the fighter just takes a knee. It doesn't mention anything about a fighter taking a knee without being punched. So I'm just trying to give y'all some information so that if y'all go to another channel, y'all know what y'all talking about. Not saying that y'all are incompetent or anything like that. I'm just trying to, give y'all information just in case if somebody's BSing y'all, because a lot of people like to make up stuff out of their mind and tell you, and some people believe it. But once again, it's the World Boxing Competition Rules dated February of 2024. 8.6 talks about just knockdowns. So I read it to try to see once again if there was anything about a fighter taking a knee on his or her own, and it doesn't mention anything at all.
Now, one thing to point out real quick, that's a February 2024, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so
yes, that
sounds like, and it implies they update it sometimes. So that's the thing, ladies and gentlemen. Maybe because of what Tank, there are so many variables and things that happen in nuance. Yeah, there are so many nuances and variables that happen in a fight that they're constantly putting or adjusting rules, new rules, and stipulations. So maybe what Tank did Saturday night is going to add something new. Maybe it's going to add something new, a new rule, a new boxing, rule thing. Jay, I don't like that. Yeah, dude, I read this earlier while LeVar was cooking. I don't like that Tank always comes extra. I don't either. Late to events or didn't perform at the media workout. Come dressed like he just woke up from a nap. Exactly. Respect your fans and their time and be a pro. That's what I'm saying, bro. Jay Dixon. These freaking fans are paying for you. They want to see you in the media workout. They want to see your freaking face. And LeVar, I've said this before. Bro, I said this before. Concerning other fighters. When they lose or whatever happens, and then they just disappear, and then they just stop speaking on social media to anybody. They don't give the face, and they don't say, hey, fans, we appreciate it. I thank you so much, blah, blah, blah. They just disappear and don't say nothing. It's like, bro, what kind of nonsense and bull BS is that, bro? You know, you got to show up for your fans because they're the ones paying for you. They're the ones freaking paying for you, man. I know they want to get, oh no, you know, I get my promotional, my company, you know, no. The fans pay for you. Where do promotional companies get their money then from? You know, from the events, from fans, from tickets. Come on now, man. You know what I'm saying? Let me get real quick. Okay, so I never rocked with that. It's totally unprofessional. No, I definitely agree. And that's why I stopped going to his fights. My old lady was buying tickets for his fight, and I told her no because he's not locked in. Yeah, bro. And you know, and this applies for other fighters too. They just disappear and they just stop, you know, doing interviews. They stop everything. They just shut up. It's like, bro, what's up? You just ghosted and nothing happens now? Now you don't exist? Fine. You don't exist? Then fans are going to treat you like that. And they're going to forget about you. And then you try to come back and say, oh, you know, I'm back. And people are like, shut up, bro. That's what I'm sorry. That's just what it is. That's just the cold world. That's just how the world is, man. And he was even dapping Roach up after Roach. Yep. Hit him clean. Oh, yeah, I remember that after the round. Yeah. And clearly won those rounds, which is a sign of submission. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, after the rounds. He was like, hey. And Roach was like, man, get off. He didn't throw him off like it. But Roach is like, nah, we're here to fight, bro. We're here to fight. Don't be. Mal Charlo went and won the fight versus Benavidez off. And sheer talent. His head was gone. Yeah, bro. It's sad, bro, with Mal. You know, last video I talked about it. You know, I did a quick mention on Mal. Prayers up for him. You know what I'm saying? Prayers up for these fighters who are going. And you know what? Matter of fact, LeVar, Mal is doing the right thing. You know that, LeVar? Mal is doing the right thing because he knows his head's not in it. Then stay out, bro. Stay out, Jamal Charlo. That's good. You're doing that, Jamal. It's actually smart what Jamal's doing. He's not getting in any fights right now because if he's not in it, don't get in. That's the best thing to do. At all times, facts, protect yourself at all times. Yes, sir. Seems like a lot of those PBC guys got that money and got Hollywood. And to be honest, most of them don't have solid father figures and they can't stay locked in. And that's, bro, you're preaching it. You're preaching it. When you get deeper into it, that's what it is, bro. You know, they get starstruck, you know, over 2 good wins or whatever, you know, looking nice. And maybe they're not the biggest names they fight, but, you know, PBC promotional companies know how to promote their fighters, you know, and they just don't know how to deal with that kind of stuff, man. They're just not ready. You know, LeVar, it just gets so deep, bro, when it comes to psychology of it. You know, I think the sport of boxing needs more psychologists, therapists to help these fighters, bro, because it's not the same anymore, man. It's not the same game, you know what I'm saying, as it was 20 years ago, 30 years ago. You know, nowadays, a lot of people are suffering with the mentals, man. Even athletes, top-notch athletes, you know, they don't have anyone to exactly. There you go. They don't have anyone to lean on for solid advice. And yeah, because a lot of people are around them, they just want their money, bro. They love them because the money's, you know, they're making the money. You know, they love them. They're around these fighters because they're making the money, but no one's there to help them. That's a freaking other video. That's another live session right there. That's facts, bro. Maybe Crawford, but for sure. No, yeah, I was going to mention that earlier, Thomas. One of the few that are really like that are Canelo, Crawford. These guys are always training, bro. You never see them overweight. You never see them. They're always ready, bro. I don't see Bud Crawford. Bud Crawford's the only guy I don't question, LeVar, when it comes to him taking long layoffs, even though I think it sucks as a fan, because I want to see Bud a lot more fight. Unfortunately, we're at the end of his career now, you know what I'm saying? But I don't doubt him. He's going to come back for Canelo September, according to plan. He's not going to be rusty, bro. He's going to be ready. The only thing that's going to be questionable is his weight, the jump in weight, how he's going to look. But nah, but Bud Crawford's the guy. He's that guy, bro. He's that guy. No, y'all cook too, Thomas. Y'all cook in the chat too, man. Y'all cook. React was raid proof. Okay, Roach was raid proof. There you go. Tank better come prepared with that. What the heck, dude? Bengal this time. I don't know, bro. The first thing we got to look at is this, ladies and gentlemen. We got to see if Tank's going to take this rematch, bro. That's the only thing. That's what the world's looking at right now. Tank, are you going to take this rematch or not, bro? Or is there going to be some fishy excuse out there? Oh no, what I mean is like, okay, if Tank doesn't take this rematch and if it's some other whatever, you know, lube job warm up guy, what excuse are you gonna bring now, bro? I don't know, man. The world's watching. That's all I know. The world is watching. If it's not from a punch, it's at the ref. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it is. It's at the ref's discretion. Misinformation fueled by hate rule. Exactly, bro. Yeah, it's all over YouTube, Thomas. It's all over YouTube, bro. That's all. That's why I don't really listen anymore much. Blame the ref. Yeah, there you go, Uncle. Hey, Rick, what's going on, bro? Rick's in the building. What's going on? Oh, hey. It all goes on the ref. Facts. That whole thing that happened, man, that whole controversy, that was the ref, bro. That was the ref. That's why a lot of people are on the ref right now, too. Uncle Rick says, I called it a draw. Stop expecting boxing to be different than what it is. That's facts. Yeah, cash cow. Yep. There you go. If it's a close fight, it's going to go to the cash cow. Facts. There's nothing to debate there. That's just what it is. Like LeVar said, the boxing politics earlier. You know, this is the boxing politics. You're going to leave it to the judges? Roach? Unfortunately, Roach did it, and Roach had opportunities. He wobbled Tank. Love Tank or hate him. He wobbled Tank a couple times. He didn't take advantage because I understand Roach was smart about it. Because you better, Tank's counters are lethal. Tank's counters are lethal, bro. You know what I'm saying? When you put a line in the corner, what is he going to do? You know what I'm saying? So Roach was really conscious of that. That's why I think he didn't go for the kill. When he saw Tank wobble, he didn't just go at him because of that counter's right there, bro. You better watch out. So that's what happened. You leave it to the judges, it's going to go to the cash cow. It's just no debating that. It's facts. Exactly. There we go. That's what LeVar was saying earlier. The fighters have bad nights. But yeah, exactly. No, it did not count. No, it did not count. Exactly. Thank you, Rick. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. It's exactly what it is. Taking hours to come out to speak after a fight was weak for Tank. But Rayo looked. He ghosted his post-press. I didn't know that. Oh, bro. Antoine Russell. And new. I love the story, LeVar. I love the story. If I'm not mistaken, he lost a championship bout before. He came back, man. That's what you got to do, LeVar. Do it like Russell. Get back to the freaking gym and work. Keep your mouth shut. That's what, bro. Russell is one of those few. He's not sitting there on freaking Twitter. Screw that, bro. Screw that. Antoine Russell worked hard in the gym, and it showed. Gary Russell, his brother, coaching him. Amazing story right there, bro. I love it. I love what's going on in the Russell team, bro. He freaking schooled Rayo. As a matter of fact, LeVar, we were chatting it up a little bit during the fights. Rayo wasn't really that special anyway. He just got his opportunity with Pitbull, beat C+ Pitbull. I know all these guys want to hype up Pitbull, but Pitbull ain't that, ladies and gentlemen. He ain't all that. I've been saying this so long ago. Pitbull ain't all that, man. Rayo got his opportunity for a championship bout. He got that belt from Pitbull or whatever happened there. And Rayo's not so special, man, but still not discrediting Russell. Russell freaking champ now. I can't wait to see what's next for Russell. I can't wait to see what's next for Russell, man. I cannot wait. I didn't know that though. So Rayo, he ghosted his post press. That's not right, bro. That's not cool. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. These fighters nowadays, bro. These fighters nowadays are so sensitive, LeVar. I'm sensitive too. I'm a human being. I get it, but bro, you're a freaking you're a pro. This is the fight game. Stop whining and crying. You do that backstage. Do that backstage. Whatever. Do what you got to do. Lomachenko did it. I know a lot of people want to criticize him, but when he lost to Devin Haney, if I'm not mistaken, it was Devin Haney. He went back, he crying and backstage. I get it, bro. I get it. That's fine. But give your freaking face in the presser. You're supposed to go to the pressers, man. You're supposed to be there. What are you doing? Hiding. Nah, that's not cool. I didn't know that, bro. I didn't know that. Wow. Are you kidding me? Okay, so let me go back to run it back. They have to run it back. They have to. That's what I'm saying in the session, bro. They have to. Real quick, while family's in here, I got to remind everybody, from now on, we don't want to do any disservice to you on this platform because of me, because of my inactivity on the channel. Speaking of inactivity, right? But I've just been going through things. So sometimes I'm busy. So sometimes I can't make it live. If you see LeVar here, we would come to that agreement where if he wants to go live, he's going to cook on here and y'all jump in. And y'all gonna have fun too, okay? And when I go live too, we'll go live together. But LeVar is also gonna be going live when he can on this channel too, okay, fam? So just wanted to throw that out there, okay? So run it back. Got Shakur and them dudes thinking they can win. Sounds like a good stage is being set, but what do I know? It does sound like a good one. But it boils down to that, man. It boils down to that. What LeVar said earlier. These guys got to fight each other. And what Chat said earlier too. These guys just got to fight each other. That's all they got to do. Yeah, they can run their mouths. They can sound tough on X and Twitter and social media, Instagram. They just got to fight each other, man. Roach punched Tank in the face before he took a knee. He did. It wasn't that jab either. It wasn't that like touchy jab. He didn't even touch him, I don't think. He just kind of, but before that, he landed a nice shot. He landed a decent shot, Roach. But the refs just didn't call it. It's just simple as that. Yeah. I mean, it was simple as that. The ref just didn't call it. You know what I'm saying? Thomas Hill, Rick exactly capitalized off of this moment. They foaming out the mouth. Yes, sir. Because they saw he cut like a hey, exactly. They're licking their chops against Tank. You know, take advantage of what's going on. Tank also, you know what I'm saying? There's a link right there. Yeah, because they asked for a link earlier. They're perfect. There's a link, man. There's a link. There's a link of the rules. To me, there's no option. The rematch, it has to. Oh, of course. You know, freaking Shakur and all those guys. Yeah, they step aside. Tank has unfinished business with Roach. Point blank freaking period, man. Styles make fights. I don't care if Roach is a big name or not. He met Tank's match Saturday night. It was a draw. Run it back, man. LeVar, what did Better Be and Bivol do? They ran it back like true champs. I'm telling you, man, there are few cut like these champs. There are very few that are cut like Bivol. Very few that are cut like Better Be. Very few that are cut like Crawford. Very few that are cut like these guys. Usyk. The list goes on, bro. I mean, there aren't many, but you know that Tank got to do that. You run it back and clear the freaking smoke, man, because the world's watching you and the world's criticizing you, Tank. They're looking at you sideways. Get it right, bro. Teach says here, Roach said he tapped him before he took a knee. Yeah, he did. But, you know, the ref just didn't do it. In my opinion, Playo lost a close one. Yeah, that was, bro, beautiful. Sandor Martin is still a game opponent for anyone out there, man. You know, I hope somebody's watching and keeps giving Sandor Martin good fights. Great opportunity because Sandor, he's up there, man. He is up there, man. That was a nice fight. Playo and Sandor Martin. That was a nice fight. Jay Dixon says here, man, Ryo didn't win a round. Oh, of course not. He was gone. He was gone, dude, LeVar. I mean, I think LeVar, that after Ryo saw what Russell was after the first few rounds, he was like, bro, I'm done. He was just defeated in the mind, LeVar, after a couple rounds. What do you got on that fight, bro?
He didn't want to be there. Ryo didn't want to be there. The look was on his face after the first round. He knew what he had in front of him. He knew that he couldn't deal with it. To me, he looked sluggish. He didn't look like anything of what he did against Pitbull. And, you know, once again, Russell's a better opponent, but at the end of the day, he just looked like he didn't want to fight. He didn't want to be there for the fight. So, hey, it is what it is. It's either you want to fight or you don't. So, that's my take on that fight. He could have done something better, but he didn't have any answers at all. So, to me, he just seemed like he didn't want to be there. But to talk about the Tank taking the knee, I think this is what happened. I think in that 9th round when Tank took that knee, Tank won that round. That's why 2 judges gave it 10-9 to Tank, and then Judge Weisfeld gave it 10-9 to Roach. I think Weisfeld penalized Tank for taking that knee. That's why I think he gave Roach that 10-9 round, because Tank really turned it up in the 9th round. You know what I'm saying? After taking that knee. But I think that's what happened. I think since the referee didn't count it as a knockdown, I think Weisfeld ended up giving that round to Roach. That's just my speculation, bro.
Yeah, it can be. Definitely. Haney got 3 more times that weren't counted, and Ninjas was trying to justify why they weren't knocked down. So, right. People just been foaming out the mouth and looking for a moment. Yeah, bro. Nah. Yeah, I mean, I would just definitely give my flowers to Roach, man, in the performance. He did amazing, you know what I'm saying? But they got to run it back. They got to run it back. I really don't know who won that one, man. That was a close fight. Martin and Puello. Puello lost to me too, Rick. Feel bad for Martin. Yeah, I don't know, bro. I mean, Martin's been getting bad thing because Teofimo and Martin also, man, that was also, he knocked down Teofimo, and that was also another debatable one there, man. I mean, I really like Sandor Martin. Unfortunately, he's just not for the business of boxing, just it looks like they just are not pushing him that much, man. I mean, Sandor Martin deserves a lot of limelight, man. Give you and more opportunities. Give your boy another payday. Yeah, man. I mean, well, freaking, they got to give him they got to do this rematch. That's all I'm seeing right now, LeVar. Tank and Roach, they got a rematch. Roach wants it. He's not even debating it. He's not even questioning it. He wants that rematch. But Tank, go ahead, LeVar, go ahead.
Not to interrupt you, bro. If I was Roach, I wouldn't even fight at 130 anymore. Just stay at 135.
Yep.
Just stay there.
And now bigger, he got the name. Stronger. He got the name, everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
He got the exposure.
Yeah, I mean, why not? Why not? I wouldn't go back down. I wouldn't go back down to 130. Just stay out. Just campaign at 135, dog. Let them all know I'm here. Just let them know.
Definitely, bro. He got the exposure. You got to take it. You got to take it. Especially if you're going to rematch Tank again, bro. You got the maximum exposure. Maximum. Roach, go for it, bro. I would get mad. That training was useless. Facts. Yeah, immediately. They got to do it immediately. I saw it a mile away. I'm not going to say nothing, though. Oh, okay. Say something, bro. Say something. He had Gary figured out, too. Gary can take a good Ryo was landing some nice power punches though too, in the counters too, on the inside too, man. I mean, but yeah, Ryo, he just wasn't. Russell's picking, and the only thing I take from the performance, LeVar, Garrett, Antoine Russell, was the defense, bro. You got to watch out with the defense because you got some hitters at 40. Go ahead, Matthew.
That is true, but there's one thing that Russell did that Tank didn't do. Russell listened to his brother in the corner.
Yes, he was. Very closely too. I love, man, watching Gary Russell Jr. I love watching him, giving them, telling them, coaching. I love, man, Russell Jr. is doing an amazing job, man. Doing an amazing job, bro. I loved what I saw in Gary Russell Jr. and the brothers, Antoine Russell. Beautiful. That left hook uppercut was landing clean on Gary Russell. He just couldn't hurt that. Exactly. Yeah, Ryo has some decent power, but Russell's chin, bro. Oh my gosh, dude. He was just eating it and kept going forward. Oh man, I love the dog. And Gary Russell Jr., man. Antoine Russell, sorry. Jay Dixon, the patience Roach showed, taking a weird spot because he seemed to be banking on the big power. Yeah, of course. He felt, as I said at the beginning, man, Tank fell in love with the power, bro. He's fallen in love with the power in his fights. And I think he banks a lot on those power shots, man, in his fights. On the big power counter shot, and he seemed to struggle creating offense as well as keeping his hands up. Yeah, I mean, it just wasn't the 100% Tank that we're used to seeing. And credit to Roach, though. I don't want to take any credit away from Roach. Credit to Roach, like LeVar said earlier. The game plan that Roach had was wonderful. Wonderful game plan. I thought Roach was going to be running around the ring, using his feet. The typical Roach that we're used to seeing in his other fights, but nah, bro, he stood his ground. Beautiful game plan. Beautiful. I gotta see them fight again, man. I gotta see the rematch. I gotta see it. Thomas Hill, definitely stay up. No need. There is, exactly. He's getting the exposure at 35. This is the biggest exposure that Roach has ever had in his freaking career. Go for the gusto. Stay at 35, man. Stay at 35. Yeah, he was getting counter clean. Yes, he was, man. Yes, you are. Gary Russell Jr. retired for real. Oh yeah, of course, bro. I don't even think Gary Russell Jr.'s. I don't want to see him back in the ring. I don't even want to see him back in the ring, honestly. But beautiful career and stuff. But I think he's going to do wonderful coaching. Wonderful coaching, bro. Thomas Hill, Roach reeled a lot of shots, and Tank didn't create the deception with his punches. It just wasn't Tank, bro. It wasn't. Yeah, he rolled. Right, yeah. Roach rolled a lot. Yeah, he was rolling, countering on the inside. It was wonderful work, bro. Roach just shut my mouth, bro. He shut my mouth and a lot of mouths. And that's what I love about the sport, bro. That's what I love about the sport, man. These underdogs coming up that people say, who the heck is this guy? And they come up and just show the world and say, that's who I am. That's who I am. Huh? That's who I am. That's what I love to see, bro. And even if it shuts my mouth, I don't care. I like it. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Go ahead, LeVar. You got anything?
Yeah, just one last thing, big bro. It's they got to stop saying that this was a cherry pick. This wasn't a cherry pick, man. Roach is a champ at 130, man. It was a good fight. I'm gonna be honest with you. I thought that Tank was gonna was gonna win by a devastating knockout.
Yeah, me too.
You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, Roach came and did what he had to do. He stood his ground. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't a cherry pick go wrong. This was actually a good, solid opponent for Tank. You know what I'm saying? I mean, close battles in the amateurs. close battle, you know, in the pros. I mean, you couldn't ask for anything less, man. I mean, at the end of the day, salute to both of them. Tank had an off night. I think once again, every fighter is entitled to an off night, man, because you're not gonna once again, you know, be untouchable. You know what I'm saying? I mean, every fighter has been touched. Every fighter has had an off night. At the end of the day, man, they both entertained us. They gave us a good fight, and yeah, they definitely need to run it back. But I wouldn't say that Roach was a cherry pick, man. That dude he held his ground, man. Salute to that guy, man. He showed a lot. He made me a believer. Once again, I like to see him stay at 135. I like to see him fight Shakur Stevens. You know what I'm saying? I like to see him fight some of those top guys at 135 and see how they do. You know what I'm saying? Once again, I like all fighters, man. I'm not a fan of just this one guy. You know what I'm saying? If you have the skill set and your skill set is nice, hey, I'm going to continue to watch you and support you. So at the end of the day, man, we just got to see what happens, man. But they definitely need to run it back. Definitely.
And big ups to Roach for taking a fight against the top, man. First fight at the freaking 35 division, and you're taking the top guy. It's like, wow, dude. Wow. That's awesome. Roach is the epitome of the fighters Tank has fought throughout the years, with the exception of a few. He's been in the ring with talented fighters, but they want to hate the young buck. Yeah, I feel you, man. I feel you. Thomas continues to say here, the rematch, LeVar. How will it end? How you expected this fight was going to if Tank respects the craft? No, my thing on it, real quick before LeVar. I think because I was expecting the original Tank, LeVar. You know, I was expecting the original Tank. So if Tank comes sharp and focused like he does when he's supposed to do what he's supposed to do, I mean, I think Tank's he's gonna get Roach, man. Go ahead, LeVar.
See, with me, because, you know, we've been so busy, big bro, you know what I'm saying, that I haven't really had the opportunity to sit down and to focus on boxing a little bit. But it seems like every time when Tank is training closer to home, we don't get the best Tank. And that's why a little bit earlier in his career, Floyd moved him from Baltimore out to Vegas. And that's where we were getting those knockouts. We was getting that dog in Tank. You know what I'm saying? Tank needs to just get away from the DMV area, go back to Vegas, train, prepare for this rematch, and put on a better performance. It's too many distractions here for that guy, man. It's too many distractions. He needs to go back to Vegas, man.
There you go. Jay Dixon says here, hey man, Roach, that's true too, bro. That's true too. Styles make fights, and there are just some fighters who are just freaking like this. You know, like I said a moment ago, Better Be Even Bivol, they're just like, even though Bivol really, yeah, he convincingly won the rematch. Convincingly, that was nice. But there are fighters that are just really evenly matched. This can be it, but there are just too many questions. That's the problem. There are too many questions, you know, that I have. And I have to see the rematch. We all have to see the rematch to really settle it. Really settle who's better. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely great point once again. And really assess the relationship he has with that woman. Is he still with that chick, bro? I don't know, bro. That, you know, Tank. Yeah, you know, they go through their personal things that really affect them, you know. But, you know, Tank's real low on everything. He's real low on everything. You really don't know what's going on with Tank. You know what I'm saying? In his personal life. You got something, Laura?
Yeah, you remember, where's that comment about Tank might have, or Roach might have his number?
Right there.
Highlight that. Hey, J.A. Hey, J.A. You got any excuses tonight, Roy? You have any excuses tonight?
Oh, hey, he just had a child with her? Ah, okay, yeah. I mean, it could be just not, it's probably not the girl's problem. It's probably, he just wants to be a family man, you know, focus on his kids. And I get it, bro. You know, I get it. You know, if that's the case, Tank, fight, rematch Roach, and just leave, bro. You know, just leave. You didn't fight these guys that we wanted to see, you know, the T.O.s, the Shakurs, the Devins, and all that. But who cares? You know, it's your life, bro. You do what's best for you. That's at the end of the day, LeVar. You know, that's how I see it too, you know? Do what's best for you. Spence, if you want to stay out, bro. Do what's best for you. Go ahead, LeVar. I see you.
And another thing about Tank, there was something, and I just remembered. When Tank said he's worried about being embarrassed in the ring, I was like, something wrong, bro.
Oh, he said that? I didn't know that.
Yeah. He said in an interview, he was like, he said that he was worried about being embarrassed, not performing well in the ring. When have you ever heard Tank say that?
Yeah, nah. That don't sound right there, man. I don't sound right. I watched my guy Vernon Forrest whoop Shane Mosley, but get whooped by Mayorga twice. You know, that's just how it is in the sport, man. Not just that one, but also Mosley, Forrest, LeVar. Yeah, but LeVar says here, Jay, this says, you just traumatized, bro. I lost 2K because of Tarver. Wow.
Hey, J.A., the night that Tarver knocked out Roy Jones, bro, this is a Marine Corps thing. He'll know what I'm talking about. When Roy Jones got knocked out by Tarver, dude, I was on duty in Washington, D.C. at Henderson Hall when that happened, bro.
Dang. Whoa.
J.A. will know what I'm talking about.
From Marine to Marine right there, man. Man, hey, LeVar, I got to get going, bro. I got to get back to work in a moment. You know, get ready for lunch and all this stuff, man. Any last words? Wonderful live.
Hey, thanks, big bro. I appreciate you going live today, man. Like I said, we're gonna continue this thing. Things are starting to slow down. To the chat, hey, thank you for tuning in, Renee and I. We appreciate each and every one of you. Once again, just make sure you take care of yourself mentally. Call a family member, call a friend, check up on them, make sure that they're doing well, because you just never know what they're going through. And just remember, man, just do your homework on boxing. Don't go off of what other people say, and just don't fall into that trap. Because if you do, man, you'll just see yourself getting in arguments with other people in the chat over Shakur, over Dev, over Tank. Just use your judgment. Just use your judgment. Other than that, Renee, I appreciate you, big bro. Salute to you. And salute to the chat.
Facts, man. Facts. And thank you guys so much again, you know, everybody. And remember, once again, if you see LeVar alone on some lives here on the channel, we came to that agreement, you know what I'm saying, for no more disservice to anybody, you know what I'm saying? Because we love, you know, having you guys on, hearing you in the chat, you know, talk about the sport of boxing, you know what I'm saying? So definitely, man, better listen to your corner and watch the hook. Okay. Okay. Thank you guys so much, man. Renee Boxing, a platform we simply discuss, critique, analyze, simply talk about sport of boxing and love having your going fashion. Thank you guys so much, man. LeVar, for your time. And hey, we're going to keep pushing it. Notification bells, man. You already know. Peace.
Peace.